I'm a mess, you guys. I'm a mess. Hey there guys, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. It is December. We are 2-ish weeks away from the next year, which blows my mind that this year has gone so fast. I don't understand where it has gone. December has been my month of reflection on the past year, on the past few years of my life, to be fair, in regards to writing and my journey and how I handle everything. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that 2019-ish taught me about writing. Number 1, I am not a planner. I want to be a planner. I really do want to be a planner. I'm just not. And after several failed attempts this year to plan properly, and all of them failing miserably, I have determined that no, I am not a planner, I'm a pantser. For me, I suppose it's better than a pantser because I can't pants to save my life. I tried to plan a novel at the beginning of the year and I managed to plan half of it and then it all just went to hell. I tried to plan Project Floral properly, and while I world built it fine, the actual plot and outline part didn't go so well, and yeah. I know in my head that I need to be a planner. I write better and I know there's less work to do afterwards regarding revision if you plan properly and outline properly. I just can't get my brain to do it, at least not this year. I don't know whether it's my brain not being able to outline like that, or me getting bored with outlining and just wanting to write the novel itself. Something about me and the way I've worked for the past however many years is I'm not that person, and I just can't seem to get my brain to switch over and be like, right, importance of all of this stuff I need to do. Number 2, that's 4. 2, take it slow. I either take it way slow to the point I don't work on my writing, or I take it really fast to the point where I rush things. I don't have a middle ground. I'm a very big procrastinator. I am one of the biggest procrastinators you will ever see in your entire lives. I go on and on about how I want to be an author and I want to get published, and I just procrastinate doing it. I just don't do it. I don't spend my days writing or revising or any of that. I spend my days doing nothing, and then I expect stuff to happen, really, which I shouldn't do. I'm the type of person that, bar revision and I need to rewrite something, I will only ever write new material or new novels during NaNoWriMo, just April, July and November. I have a clear deadline, that motivates me in order to get things done, but it means that I'm only writing as much as I can in a short amount of time, which is okay for me. It's not bad, but it's sort of instilled in me this need to get everything done as quickly as possible in as short a time as I can, which in regards to if I want to plan something or if I want to outline something, I procrastinate and I wait until as close to the deadline as possible, and then I rush to get it finished because rushing is what I'm used to. I do that with everything. I wait till the last minute to get stuff done despite giving myself plenty of time to get it done, and I've known for a while it doesn't work for me, but I do it anyway because, again, that's what I'm used to doing. So yeah, it's something else I need to unlearn. It's give myself time to do stuff and actually spend the entirety of that time doing what I need to do, instead of thinking to myself, oh, it's fine, I've still got time, oh, I've still got a couple of weeks, oh, it's okay, it's not a problem, and then going, crap, it needs to be done by tomorrow. Number 3, let go. And this year was the first year that I actively, decisively shelved a novel, which was the novel I wrote at the beginning of the year. To be fair, in my head, it's a really good premise and it's a really good sort of basic plot, but it's the novel I didn't outline properly or plan properly, and it just became a massive mess of plot holes and things that didn't make sense. So I decided to not even bother going back to it, and I just shelved it. Like, I'm shelving this for now, and in a couple of years time, you know, I suppose when I feel ready enough, I can unshelve it and come back to it and give it a read. Not that I can give it a read actually, because it was on my hard drive that broke, so I don't actually even have the novel anymore. I just have the idea in my head now of what it was, so I don't even have the novel. So it's technically been deleted and it is nowhere ever except on my broken hard drive, which I may or may not be able to get back into. I haven't actually looked at it yet. 2019 has taught me the importance of letting go, knowing when you are not ready to tackle something, knowing when it is best to not try and fix something, going with that gut feeling. I didn't want to have to try and work on this novel and make it better and get frustrated that it's not getting better, because I'm already having that trouble with Nephilim, which is another whole thing that I'm sort of going through at the moment. I'm sitting here debating whether or not to shelve Nephilim as well, actually, to be fair, which isn't something I really wanted to admit, because that's been my baby since 2013. That's in its 6th draft at the moment, and yeah, I'm sort of trying to let go of that negativity that's coming with it all, which is important. You just need to let negativity and criticism roll off your back when you're a writer or an author, because it's going to come. There's no stopping it at all whatsoever. So you just sort of need to learn to roll with the punches and let go of all of these things that people are saying, or all of those feelings, the negative feelings, I guess, that you attribute with all of your work when you don't think you're good enough. And I'm at the point now, it's just like, you know what, I can't keep thinking like that. So I give myself 5 minutes and then I'm just like, I let it go, because I can't deal because it's not good for me, because it puts me in such a mood that I don't write for ages. I hate everything I do. I'm like, what's the point in continuing on if I'm just not going to get anywhere? And I'm just like, I do it because I want to do it, really, instead of doing it for the validation that I grew up desperately needing and still need. But that's a whole other thing I'm not going to get into. Not today. That leads straight into number 4, the 4th lesson I have learned this year, which is, it is not your fault. It is partly my fault, but it is not my fault. How do I explain this? So I am on obviously I'm on social media. I'm here, I'm Twitter, I'm Instagram, I'm on Tumblr even. Yes, I am an adult on Tumblr. What of it? When you start on social media, there's a sort of expectation that you have personally that everything's going to be fantastic and you're going to put out this awesome content and people are going to flock to you and follow you and love your stuff and demand more. And we get these expectations from the people on social media that we follow, that we watch, whose content that we absorb. I spent a very long time thinking it was my fault, that my stuff wasn't getting seen or liked or reblogged or shared, you know, everywhere, basically. Is the content I'm not putting out good enough? Am I not interacting enough? Am I not doing everything that I can do in order to, you know, make the friends and be the nice person and this, that and the other? And you know what, part of it is that, yeah, I am an introvert, I hate conversation, and I have never ever in my entire life been good at making friends. Like, I have my husband, and I have my best friend in the whole entire world, Tilly's Heart, aka Nikita, aka she owes me cake, and that's it. I have acquaintances. I don't make friends very easily at all. It gives me such anxiety to try. So partly, yes, it is my fault that my life on social media is not as I expected it to be, but there comes a point where I need to stop and think, you know, it is not your fault. It's not just my fault that my stuff isn't getting seen. It's not just my fault that people aren't liking my things, because I can't make people like my things. And sometimes it will work and people will like it, and sometimes it won't, and people will not like it. And social media is a very fickle place, and social media is becoming extremely selfish. Not so much here on YouTube, but definitely on other platforms, especially on Tumblr. The entitlement on Tumblr is up there, really. People expect so much, and they moan when they don't get it, and they whinge at the people who do get it. I don't want to keep putting myself down if a video doesn't get many views, or if an excerpt I've posted on Tumblr doesn't get many likes, or if a tweet, which I think is hilarious, doesn't get many retweets or likes. It might be my content, I don't know, but I've learned to sort of not care and not put it on myself when things don't go as I expect them to, because I can't control the internet. The fifth thing that 2019 has taught me about writing: small goals, small dreams. I overplan so much. I will write to-do lists and make plans to get stuff done, and I will keep planning. I'm a procrastinator, so I don't do these things. But because I don't do these things, I have spare time, and in my head I go, well, you've got all of this time, let's add some more stuff to the list you've got to do, and then I'll add more stuff to the list I've got to do. So I'll end up with a massive list of things that I need to do. I'm procrastinating, so I'm not getting it done, which then makes me feel bad because I'm not doing any work, and I feel like I'm not doing work, so I need to give myself more work to do, and then that just stresses me out, because then I've got extra work that I need to do that I'm not doing, and it's a vicious circle that I can never pull myself out of. And yeah. So 2019 has definitely taught me to keep my goals small. Don't give myself too much to do. Make sure I give myself enough time to do it all, actually do it in that time that I give myself. Small dreams. I'm a big daydreamer. I'm a very big daydreamer, and there's nothing wrong with daydreaming, but it sort of skews my expectations a little bit if I daydream too much or I daydream too big, which doesn't help with the whole blaming myself if something doesn't go as expected. Instead of standing in January and looking forward, daydreaming into July, I need to stand in January and look forward and dream about the end of January, and not think too far into the future, because dreams are good. It's good to have dreams. I'm not saying it's bad to have dreams, but I have dreams to the point where I sort of disillusion myself about what's actually going on. All of these sort of cast this sort of mental toll on you as you work, which is never a good thing. Especially not for me, because that will stress me out, and then stressing me out burns me out, and then I just don't get anything done. So that's everything from me in this video. Let me know down in the comments below, what has 2019 taught you about yourself or your writing, and I will see you in the next video. Good thoughts and happy writing.